Hello, hello.
Hello, my friend. Hello, everybody out there. Happy Wednesday. What's
Happy
going on?
Wednesday.
What's going on in your world?
Well, as you see, I'm in a different location than usual. I'm actually at Andy's Corner Coffee and Art,
Fun.
and I'm here because immediately following the podcast, I have to set up for. I'm leading an event here tonight for Fem City, which is a women's networking organization. And if anybody is listening and you're in Fort Lauderdale, there is still time for you to join us. It starts at 6 o'clock tonight. And so if you're interested, reach out. I will connect you
Nice.
with registration so you can join us here. And but it is a little weird being out, like I'm in a public place.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's
but I
all
did bring my cacao, and
right.
here's
Ooh,
my here's my cool new mug that I wanted to use
very cool.
a couple episodes ago, but I just forgot it. So
Good. Love it.
I'm debuting it today.
Very pretty. I love it. I love the eye, all the little symbols on there.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm just with my good
The
old
peacock,
peacock.
beautiful,
My
beautiful.
little peacock. So
I love it.
So here we are. I know you probably want to get going. That's nice that you've got something going on right after. So I wish you all the best, and I wish I was there to help you or join you or learn what you're doing. But I'm home, and
Yeah, it's okay.
here we are.
One one day you'll experience this. My one art class that I do. It's a lot of fun, and it's yeah. We'll see.
Yeah,
It's my first time doing it for a networking event, so
yeah.
it's a little bit different, and I had to simplify it a little bit because I only have 2 hours. Usually, I do the class in
Mm,
3, but it'll be fun. I'm
gotcha.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, you'll do great. Good, fun stuff.
Oh,
Fun stuff.
fun
So,
stuff, fun stuff,
which is
and
good because our topic is
because
heavy.
exactly, but that's how it's been lately. It's just
Yep. This
and it is
heaviness.
heavy. A lot, like there's always stuff going on,
Mhm.
but now more than ever, it's just like really, really, really
Yeah.
heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And um, speaking as a healer, space holder, all the things, like I have to say, like I'm super grateful. My life is good. Like I
Mhm.
don't have any personal extreme stress,
Mhm.
but I'm holding space for, like, my list is almost endless
Mhm.
of the severe things that people are going through in their life.
Mm.
And it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's not. It is a lot. I'm the same. I feel the same. Quite a few around me that I am, like you say, holding space for. And um, when we do that, it's prayerful, it's heavy, it's always there in the background. It's not like we're letting it go because we want to lift, right, those that need us, and who are surrounded by not so fun stuff, whether it's health, sickness, needing healing, emotional discord or relationship problems, or lost a job, lost, grief. It seems like a lot of grief lately in whatever aspect. I feel like it's a major theme. What about
Yeah.
you?
And, and just like, because when we say grief, a lot of times people think loss of life, but grief
Yeah,
can be
no,
loss of anything.
correct.
And so it's, I think one of the main reasons I wanted to talk about this today was just so
Mhm.
that everybody knows they're not alone. Like
Mhm.
it's out there. And I think even where it's not just actually like going through something, but energetically, astrologically, like
Yes.
I think it's a lot as well. So even people
Yes.
who aren't going through things are feeling it. They're
Mhm.
like, why am I so tired? Why am I so unfocused? Why am I lacking motivation? Like, why? And
Mhm.
it's all out there in the everything. And so I think that we really need some reminders that we're not alone,
Mhm,
and reminders to check in with your people and see how they're
mhm,
doing,
mhm.
and reminders to take care of yourself. And so that's why I brought this episode up today, because I really wanted to offer up some tools that people can use, and to let people that they're not alone, because especially in modern day, we've talked about this with on other episodes as well, that when you look on social media, everybody's world looks like it's perfect.
Mm. Yes,
And so then
yes.
that does make you feel even more so like you're the only one. And then you
Mhm,
want to isolate because you think you're the only one, and you don't want
mhm,
to, put your misery out there on the others. And like, I can 100% guarantee you all that what you see on Facebook is not true.
mhm. Exactly. Or the
I'm like,
depth of it, right, is not there.
right. And I'm like, many of those clients out there posting their perfect lives are clients of mine. And I know what they're not
No.
posting.
Exactly,
And so
exactly.
I
Yep,
have insider information knowing that Facebook is not true.
yep,
And so,
yep.
so don't think you're alone, because you are not. Like, everybody's going through something, and even more reason to, um, yeah, not go it alone.
Not go it alone.
I had a momentary brain fart there, but it
That's okay.
was like
We all have.
the overwhelm of all of it.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I am, presently holding space for, like, I can't even count right now how many
Mhm.
people I'm holding space for,
No,
because
I get it.
it's so much, and really, really, really heavy stuff.
Mhm.
And it gets to be a lot.
It
And
does.
also knowing, like, we're going to talk, you know, about everybody, how to handle this, but also I know a lot of our listeners are also healers, space
Amazing.
holders, and
Mhm,
so it can affect us a little bit differently. And so, like, I want to give those of those who are like us extra
mhm,
tips as well on how to handle this.
mhm, mhm. I think that's a good idea.
I feel like I
I
talked a lot.
That's okay. Yeah, and you know what? With the brain farting, because I do it too, it's like you got to get it out when you got to get it out, because you'll forget what you want to say, and then yada yada. So, right. Because something pops into my mind, I don't want to disrupt you, because I know how it is. You got to finish your stream of thought so you don't get sidetracked and forget about what you were going to say. So, all good, all good. But I do agree with you. Um, sometimes we are those healers out there, same like us, and the ones that are the people that are feeling like they've got everything together, and they're the ones you go to because they're solid, they're strong, they're not going to break down if you tell them something, they're not going to break down if you talk about your pain and your suffering and go to the emotional depths. Those people that can handle that and you feel safe with, God bless them. I know Juliet and I are those people too, and that's what we're saying. If you're those people that you're a healer, because if you're a listener and you're able to sit with the pain of another one suffering, you're a healer. So in case you didn't know that about yourself,
Yeah, you don't necessarily carry any kind of professional
sure.
certification or title or degree or whatever to be a healer. And
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I I think that we've talked about this before, but as the child and granddaughter of hairdressers, like,
Hmm.
hairdressers are healers.
Yes.
Um, Bartenders and
Bartenders
servers are oftentimes healers.
yes,
And
yes.
people, healers can be in any. Teachers are often healers. Um, yeah, you're doing both roles over there. But yeah, it shows up in many areas of our life, and sometimes it is also being the grandparent, the parent, the
Mhm.
all of those roles can involve
Yes.
being a healer and a space holder. And so, yes, so this episode is for those that are hurting and for those that are holding space for those that are
Yes.
hurting.
Yes.
And also, like, when it gets to, when you're that space holder, it can get to the point where you are holding space for just so many people. And that alone can be
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming. And so, which is
Mm-hmm.
something I'm not going to lie, like I've experienced that recently myself, that I've been in a lot of overload. And, honestly, it's been going on for a few months that, like, it just kind of feels like it came to a head in the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, like I will share some of my experiences too, and like what
Mm-hmm.
I've done to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what I'm going to ask you. Yeah.
yeah, and because there's so many tools out there available for
Mm-hmm.
people. And but the other thing that was coming to mind before we came on live was oh, and I don't remember exactly how the story goes, but I'll do my best.
Okay.
You can fix the story, because it's a story that gets told all the time. So
Okay.
um, so there's a man who's stranded out in the middle of the water. He's drowning, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, somebody comes by in a rowboat and offers to help him, and he's like, "No, I'm waiting for God." And you know, somebody comes by in a speedboat and offers to help him, and he's like, "No, I'm waiting for God." And someone comes by with a helicopter to save him. And he's like, "No, I'm waiting for God." And
Really?
he's dying, and he gets there, and he says to God, like, "Why did you save me? Like, I sent a rowboat, a speedboat, and a helicopter to save you, and you sent them all away." And so I see that
Good
like
one.
happening in real life for people,
Yeah.
that people
Mm-hmm.
are throwing them the life preserver
Mm-hmm.
and they're rejecting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're complaining that no one's taking care of them and no one's looking out for them. And
Mm-hmm.
so I want everybody out there, like, if you're struggling, can you still hear me?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
you're good.
Okay. 'Cause I'm, I guess, because also I'm in a public Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
a
no,
little
I get
bit of
it.
connectivity, slower connectivity here, but we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But so if you're that person saying, no one cares about me, no one's looking out for me, no one's, God's not throwing me any support, like, look around and
Mm-hmm.
take an honest assessment of that, because I see that over
Mm-hmm.
and over again where people are offering, they see that you need help and they're offering help, but you're rejecting the help.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that's the case, stop rejecting the help. Take it. There's no shame in taking help. And people are offering it because they want to help you. So take the help. Have
Yes.
you ever, like, not accepted help when you really needed it?
Oh, us healers and solid ones, we usually do the giving and the supporting, right? So yeah, I think that is true. I live with somebody who does the same. He offers assistance when I think I don't need it. I got this.
Mhm.
I'm okay. I'm going to take care of it myself. I don't need your help. Just go to the other room, and it's hard even for the person who knows what's going on and wants to help, because we do want to help essentially, right? And yeah, I've refused it. But then I look at myself and I go, because I have all the tools, right? I could do it myself. Do I need somebody to help me? No, I got the tools. I'll use them. I'll be okay. And so and I was going to say that to you. It's like, all right, who holds you up? Who holds space for you as the healer, as the person who does all the caring and the caregiving that we do? When do you get to be held? When do you get to be cared for? And do we let that in? I think that's something that I always have to take a step back and look at, because half the flow is you receiving as you're giving, and we're meant to flow, right? The ebb and flows of life and relationships, strong relationships and bonds need that. It's not just a one-way street where you think you're always doing the giving, giving, giving. Well, somebody's got to receive. And I think that when we get, you know, into a spot where we're holding a lot or we're in overwhelmed, a lot of things are going on around us, and we're doing our best to stay strong, we've got to check in with ourselves and see what we need as well. Because I mean, I go back to the entanglement thing, right? I'm like, we're connected. So if I think I'm going it alone and I'm staying in isolation about something, that's not true, because everybody around me that I'm entangled with is going through it too and feeling it. So, I think that when we allow the receiving from the person who's ready to give, that helps everybody in the surrounding entanglement area, if, for lack of a better way to put it. Because if whoever I'm holding up and in overwhelm about, if I don't get help, I can't do that job that I want to do for holding space properly or in the best way. Because the more we gather together to support each other, the more we have strength in it, in the support and the holding, the whole thing. So not one of us are meant to do it alone, not one. So yeah, I mean, it takes me aback just sometimes, because I have, over time changed relationships. Some people I've lived with very stoic, and not really emotionally tapped in. So I had a lot of practice doing things myself. Now, very different. Somebody who's very in tune emotionally, who reads me like a book, right? Or The Room, and can't help but discuss. I've got a different scenario here. So I think, and what about you, Julietta? Because I know that your relationship, you have us as friends, and do you receive?
I do. And I surround myself with people who, like, just your presence fills
Mm,
me up. Like,
mm,
even if I'm not directly asking you for assistance for a problem or something, just
yeah.
being around you and spending time with you fills me up.
Mm,
And yeah,
same.
I have
I
my
mean,
circle of people who energetically just being around them
yeah,
makes me feel good.
yeah.
Um, and I've definitely over the years, like in my younger days, my mom used to always tell me you were independent from the moment you left the womb. Like you never wanted help from anybody. You always wanted to
Mhm.
do everything yourself. And, that, went through a
Yeah,
lot of my adulthood. And,
yeah,
at some point, like it's enough is enough. And you just,
yeah.
okay, yes, I'm ready, willing to accept help and receive that.
Mhm.
And that, has been super freeing. And,
Mhm.
so if any of you out there listening are the strong, independent, I got this kind of people, I
Yeah.
invite you to try receiving help once in a while.
Mm.
Just, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes people offer help and I let them do it, and maybe I'm not super happy with how it played out, and it's okay too. Like I have released judgment on that. Also, the recovering perfectionist, so things don't have to be perfect. If they're
Mhm.
functional, it's fine.
Yes, yes, yes. I like that. And as you're talking, I'm thinking about how much sometimes we feel when we give, how much we matter. And I'm like, the old tapes for me, well, I have to be needed to be worth anything, you know? So that's something that I want to say to the people who are givers and constantly, holding up everybody because that you've created maybe a codependent pattern even, but you know, think about it this way, because I have to, also talk to myself about this as I've grown. I am worthy and loved, even if I'm not accomplishing anything for someone, I'm not giving, I'm not healing, I'm not doing. If I have nothing left to give, it's okay. It's okay to take a step back. I'm worthy to receive love. I'm worthy to just, let myself be. Maybe I just need rest. Maybe I just need the nature walk, the meditation, the spiritual help, or whatever I need to feed me at this time. I think something in me has shifted to know that to just exist, to just be, is just worthy in and of itself. Your soul is worthy of it, and I could stop doing. I could stop trying to push or create or accomplish or give, to allow other things to happen, and not to. And this is an old thing. I when I went to therapy, right from 36 years old, and I remember him saying, "Do you have to run the room? Because I want to make sure everybody's okay. I have to make sure everybody's okay." And it's freaking exhausting. So yeah, the overwhelm comes when you're kind of worried about everybody. So I stopped worrying so much. That was another thing,
Good job.
stop worrying about what I could fix or worry about other people. There's so many people that I could worry about. Now I'm telling my mother not to worry. So
Good luck with that.
I know. But I mean, I had to walk through it, right? Because I was raised a worrier,
Yeah,
anxious worrier,
me
you
too.
know.
Me too.
Ooh,
100%.
ooh,
It's a hard habit to break, but
truly, truly.
so, but you were asking too, like, what are tools that I use? And I laugh because I think I'm gonna say this on every single episode, but number one thing you got to do is breathe.
Yes,
Breathe.
yes, yes. You're
Nice
right.
deep breath.
That's it.
Let it
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Must breathe like, and I'm talking about like breathing with intention. Obviously, we're breathing all the time,
Yes, yes,
but
yes,
taking those
yes.
nice, deep,
Mm-hmm.
intentional breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And I also invite you, like, if
Mm-hmm.
breath is something that you connect with easily, that calms
Mm-hmm.
you easily, like look into like
Mm-hmm.
some more significant breath work. That might be your path.
Mm-hmm.
And especially, I had this conversation with someone yesterday. She was like, I want to meditate. I think meditating is good. And she's like,
Yeah.
I just struggle to do it. She's like,
Yeah.
but I went to a breath work session. And she's like,
Yeah.
I feel like that gave me what meditation is supposed to give me. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's a beautiful tool to um, try it out, because not breath work isn't for everybody. It's
No.
for
Right.
some people, which is why it exists. Try it out, and if it's not right for you, that's okay too.
Yes. Yes.
um I think another big one for people, like, not so much for me right now because it's too hot outside, but being with nature.
Yes.
And the other day I was outside, and just the amount of birds that were singing, like all these different, and I was like, I couldn't even find the birds. I'm like, where are the birds making all these
I love that.
different chirps and stuff? But it was like,
I love it.
it just freed my mind from any of the thoughts that I was thinking, and I was just tuning into the birds. And then we're gardening now in our backyard, growing food and everything, and so
Love that.
checking out the plants and seeing how they're doing. And but yeah, like in that moment, all of those other things that I've been thinking about and carrying with me, like, they were set down for that time, and I
Isn't
just,
that nice?
a rest, a chill. um
I love that.
Another really important tool, movement. And
Yes.
so, and whether that be exercise, going to the gym, going for a
Mm-hmm.
walk, going
Mm-hmm.
for a run, cranking the music and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's many different ways of doing movement. And but yeah, when you're in that movement space, especially too, like trying new movement that you have to like really focus on what you're doing.
Yes.
um
Get Tai
that
Chi.
Oh
My
my
mother just started
goodness.
Tai Chi. It was in my head.
Yeah. Now
So,
I've been doing some qigong, and it's interesting because the videos that I found were very different from I've done qigong off and on in the past, and it was very different than what I had done before. And so it
mm,
definitely required a lot more focus. And so then you stop thinking about
mhm.
all the other crazy things that are going on.
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
mindfulness. That's, and I love that you're mentioning all of these things because I had trouble too, just being still and meditating. So it is a form of meditation with movement, right?
yes.
And you know me, and I say it, I feel like all the time is mine's music, mine's toning. If I put on certain tones, and it could be just like frequency music, it just sets me right in the zone, right? We drop in, but it sets me in the zone, and it does. I could just drop all the angst or whatever I'm concerned about or holding space for. And it's huge because if we don't practice these things every day, I have my morning set, and I know you do too, Julietta. And the more we hold space for people and the things that are going on, like you said in the past couple of weeks, the more we need all of these practices to be in, just carried out, right? We focus on this because that's what's going to help us and nourish us and, just set us on the right track and center. So, thank you for saying all those things too, because it's important for people to have a multitude of tools and try out what works for them.
I still got more. I still got more here.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, no interruption. And one, and I specifically want to say it because it's one that um, I forget sometimes, is prayer, and not like
Okay, of course.
I pray for other people all the time.
Yes.
I forget to pray for myself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And I think too, like a lot of times, people associate prayer with religion,
Mm,
and like you don't have to be connected with a religion to pray.
mm-mm,
As long as you believe in some kind of higher power out there.
mhm.
um, they say meditation is listening to the higher power, and praying, speaking to the higher power. And
Mhm,
so both of those are extremely powerful tools in um, getting that spiritual support that you need
mhm.
for whatever it is that you're going through.
Yes.
And also, so one of the things, someone that I know is going through an extreme health crisis.
Mm,
And this is someone that I have a lot of mutual friends with. And, but myself and one other were the only two that really knew the extent of what was going on. And it just felt really heavy. Like I felt like it was something
mm.
that I was carrying too much on my own.
Yeah.
And I actually reached out to a group of people that all know him. And I said, hey, I want to do a prayer circle for him.
Oh,
Who's in?
good.
And so several of the people from the group showed up, and we all sat in circle and prayed for him. And
Mm,
that was like, it was for him, but it felt so good to me too, because I felt like I wasn't carrying the load alone anymore. And
oh, that's
so here,
oh,
combining two techniques together, which, yes, you can layer these techniques, these tools on top of each other, but
yeah.
utilizing the power of prayer and utilizing the power of community. And
Yes.
that was huge for me in sharing that load with other people, especially since I'm like carrying all these other things on top of that, to
Hmm.
bring in tribe to
Yeah.
all hold that together. So
Right.
that was
Right.
excellent.
Oh,
Um,
I love that. It's an
yeah,
awesome thing. And it just proves the fact that you have to let others come closer to really understand so they can be with you. If we don't share, if we don't support each other and we don't want to unload and throw up on one another, but we do want to share, even if it's for another person, like you just said, some of the things that really, really matter to us to get everybody lifted. I mean, I know that people are lonely. I know that they think they've got to do it alone. I get it. And I think what you're saying is the reason why churches began, right? People gathered in prayer. And your ministry is a testament to that, gathering in prayer. And when we gather in prayer and we do that focused intention, things shift, things move. We know this, we see the outcome. It and I know some people believe and some people don't, but that's what we're here for. It's like, coming together and remembering who we are, remembering how we create together, remembering how strong we are as a collective, remembering that we can heal our own bodies. All the remembering, I need you, I need our tribe to remind me of these things regularly. As much as I feel like I've got it on my own and I want to distribute to everybody else, there are times that I need that support from community and our tribe. So I'm glad you shared that. Yeah.
Yeah, I also, so resting, like we live in such a society of go, 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 push through it. Come on, you can push through it. Like, no, you're allowed to rest. You are allowed to rest.
Yes. Absolutely.
Rest isn't laziness. Rest is not laziness.
I know.
Restoration. It's healing.
I know.
It's self-love.
Yes.
So
one of the hardest things.
If you need someone to give you permission, I give you permission to rest.
I love when you say those. I give you permission. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's like a one little word. I give you permission. So say it to yourself. What do you need? And give yourself permission. Right?
Exactly.
Out there, whoever's listening. Exactly. And if you need us to tell you that you got the permission, you got it. Just call one of us and we'll do it.
I'll give you a permission slip if you need one.
There you go. Remember those little pieces of paper?
Yes.
In the 70s and 80s when we went to school. I wonder what they do now. I don't even know. I have to ask the teacher.
I don't know either. But talking about writing, like journaling is huge too. And I know journaling is for everybody, but I'm not
a journal.
There were last week, there were a few days, I don't even want to go back and ever read those pages again. But I was just like all of the garbage that I was feeling, I just put it out on paper, and it was like that release.
Yeah, for sure. Good tools.
Yeah. Another one I have on the list is energy work. Whether it's Reiki, quantum touch, next month we have our Sekhmet healing energy coming up. There's you don't have to be someone with the healing title to learn energy work, even just to do it on yourself. And it's a beautiful, powerful tool. And again, if it resonates with you, awesome. If it doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to poo-poo it. Just don't do it for yourself, and let those who get it use it for themselves.
Yes. I just want to bring up one thing, and I love the energy. We work that way, and I love it. I'm excited to be at the Sekhmet event for sure. It's going to be powerful. I even have her on today. Look at that.
Ooh, Sekhmet.
Such a powerful one. I love it. With some tiger eye. Julietta, another gift she has.
And you got your Isis on too.
Yeah, I know. I hardly ever take her off. I'm like, I just lay her. But I was going to say something about energy work, and if people were uncomfortable about it, I mean, just give it out, give it a try. But I want to say something simple. I think that when we feel like we are even witnessed without being judged or analyzed, we really find healing in that. And that sharing in and of itself is profoundly healing. So, yeah, we do energy work. Yeah, we love it. We know the benefits of it. Absolutely. But those of you that feel that you're not doing energy work, you are when you're just sitting and witnessing without judgment and receiving and allowing and again holding space. That's what that really is. So, you're healing whether you think you are or not, but just again, witnessing that is, and listening, actively listening to somebody is giving them the intention and the focus and the energy to allow whatever that it is they need. So, it's a very simple thing. And I think that it doesn't have to be complicated and it doesn't have to be scary.
I always say everybody's always doing energy work. It's just are you doing it with intention or not?
Yes, yes, yes. It's happening all the time. It truly
Um,
is.
so the other tool that I have to suggest for people is cacao.
Cacao.
And because it's beautiful heart medicine. Like if you're whatever you're feeling heavy in your heart,
Hmm.
cacao can help support you through that. And I always say, like, if you want to start your journey with cacao, reach out, let me know. I would be very happy to help with that. It's been such a powerful, beautiful tool in my life the past 3 years, and I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah. Yeah, no. You do beautiful ceremonies. Cacao ceremonies, I always come away so filled up because after Julietta holds these beautiful ceremonies, after we have our cacao, we're able to share more and receive more and find emotional support. So it's not sipping cacao. We get to explore, and our hearts are open from it for sure. And that's why it is a opener. It just we soften a little bit, and when we all drink it together and come around the circle, it definitely is therapeutic and it's welcoming and it's safe, and we're kind of all on the same frequency a bit better, to really understand each other and show compassion. So, love a good cacao ceremony. Thank you.
So, but ultimately, I feel like the most important one though is seeking community, getting
Mm-hmm.
out there. Don't isolate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's hard when you're in your shit to be around people,
Yeah,
um,
for
but
sure.
people are willing to hold space. They are willing to listen, give you a hug. Like I'm like,
Mhm.
I think one of the
Mm.
greatest healing tools out there are hugs,
Yeah.
and I years ago, this is probably like over 20 years ago. I had a friend who was going through a lot, and one day I gave her a hug, and she was just like, "Whenever you hug me, it always feels like everything is going to be okay. No
Yeah.
matter what I'm going through in the moment, a Julietta hug makes me feel like
Yeah.
everything is going to be okay."
Yes.
And so, I sometimes I give hugs to random people just because like I have this feeling like they need one. So I just,
Too.
hugs are free. Hugs are
They
free.
are. They are. I forgot. I heard something, a while ago. It was like we need how many a day? Like 6 hugs a day, 12 to thrive, like 6 to survive, 12 to thrive. They have to be how many second holds to really, get that absorbed hug, which you give. And I do too. But we do it from a healing standpoint because we know how much, it matters. When
Hmm.
I show up and I want a hug from Julietta, man, I get one. Hopefully you feel the same. But
Absolutely.
those of us that are lost, or and we're feeling like we don't want to share our shit, remember, you matter even on the days when you don't feel that way.
Um, so, and I said this at the top of the show, and I want to remind people now too. Like, a lot of times, people are throwing out that life
Mhm.
preserver, and as someone like in the past that struggled to receive too, I know it's not always easy to receive, but when
Mhm.
you finally allow yourself to receive,
Yes.
it's such a gift. It takes some load off. So, don't send away the life preserver or the boat or the helicopter. Like, when it
No.
comes around, grab on, take it.
Yes.
Um, and I also like, I'm always, we are intuitive beings, and the programming out there, everything that's happening out there gets us to shut down our intuition, but it's still in there. That inner voice is in there trying to get our attention. And when
Mhm.
you're feeling shitty, if you just pause and take a moment and
Mhm.
ask yourself, like, what do I need in this moment? What does my body need? What does my soul need?
Mhm.
And just listen. And when you get an answer, like, follow through on that. And
Mhm.
one of the things that normally I'm better at, but because life has been a little bit crazy, I have my people that I go to for body work. And um so yesterday I finally went and had my massage with my good friend Tracy out there. And
Nice.
um there was the piece of me that's like, you've been needing this for so long. Like, why did you wait so long?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Promising myself I am not waiting so long to get back in. But but tune in and ask. You will often hear an answer of what it is that you need. And so, is it a massage? Is it a walk? Is it a cup of cacao? Do you need to sit and pray? Like, listen to what
Yep.
your body says.
For sure.
Um, I also want to say, check in on your friends, check in on
Yeah. Checking on the strong ones. They need it.
and just check in on everybody,
Everybody.
like,
Yeah.
um, there's,
Yeah, it doesn't take
um,
much.
a lot of times too, there's not just the strong ones, but there's the quiet ones too that never say
Yes.
anything. And um,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of people out there that just need someone to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I care about you. You don't know how many people's lives you change just by saying hi, how you doing? And they might not even share with you that they've got something going on, but just that
Yes.
little checking in might change their life for them.
That's true.
So make sure you do that.
Yes.
We
Sounds
missed
good.
anything? Do we have anything else to say?
I think we're good. I think we're good. I think this is a beautiful ending. You did a lot of, just now, kind of shouting it out to everybody is support each other, love each other, don't go it alone. And I think it's a good place
I
to
want
end.
to do a shout out to Pam, to Gio, to Peter, to
Yeah.
Cheryl. I think that's everybody that I saw. I know there's other people listening.
People.
To see their names, but thank you all for listening. That's what makes us do
Yes.
what we do. I'll shout out to Jamie too. Um, it's easier to talk when you have an audience and someone's listening.
Yes.
So every once in a while, it just feels like I'm just me and Dorice talking and nobody. So
This is fun.
we had a lot of little comments that I didn't really get to share on the screen today because we were busy in the conversation. But thank you so much for tuning in, for listening. And if you know anybody else that needs to hear what we were talking about today, please share the episode with them.
Yes.
And little things like that make a big difference for everybody.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go get ready to
Do
the
your
start
thing.
class today. And like I said, if you are in the area, we don't start till 6, so there's still plenty of time to come by and join us. And this is actually like a really like a mindfulness activity and get out of your head. And
Love it.
yeah,
Love
so
it.
a beautiful experience. And I guess that's a wrap for today. So I'm going to wish you all a magical day.
See you next week. Ciao for now.